hi my body people, and welcome to another live stream. Today we're not going to be doing another fashion live stream. Today we're going to be doing another beauty one, and I'm really excited about this because the first time I actually heard about these products, I was like, if this really works, this is going to be a game changer. This is going to be something that I'm going to be wearing all the time. I think it's going to be perfect for summer. If you're someone who's like has, you know, sweats a lot or has greasy skin or something like that, these products are going to help. So as you guys were seeing in the promo, pretty much what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be applying my makeup, or well, I was testing it out to see if I can really use these papers, makeup products, and actually, you know, make it look good, if it's worth it. We swatched it, we did all these wonderful things. So yeah, so let's start with it. So the product is called Mai Couture, and these are pretty much like blotting sheets, kind of like you see your average blotting sheet. You know, if you use these before, if you don't know, if you've never used them before, blotting sheet is kind of like this very thin paper that you use to kind of like bring down the oiliness, or if you're sweaty or something like that. I get really sweaty, especially in the summer. So I always tend to carry one around and like just, you know, blot the sweat off here and there. And it's really good because it won't take off your makeup as much as it would if you were using a napkin or anything like that. So yeah, the website is maicouture.com, and it's really, really cool. So what they do right here, guys, is they carry 2-in-1 blotting bronzing paper. They have bronzers, and they have blush, foundation, and highlighter, which to me was like pretty much what you would use on an everyday face if you're someone who really uses makeup, which is kind of what I used, except for the bronzer. I haven't been using bronzer in a while, but I thought it was a good thing to try out. So let's start testing them out, and let's get to it, and let me know what you guys think of the products. I will give you a heads up though, as we were testing them and swatching them on my arm, it was very hard to see because the products are not as, well, let me not give it away. Let me have you guys swatch it and, you know, form your own opinion about it. So the first product that we're going to be trying is the, what do we want to try first? Yes, let's try on the foundation powder. So the foundation one is a little bit more powdery than any other one, and it comes in different, oh well, not too many shades. The foundation one, it's $18, and it comes in about 3 shades. It's Fair Glow, Nude Glow, and Golden Glow. Because I did have a bit of a tan, I thought I was fancy enough to go ahead and do the a Golden Glow. Just because I thought anything that would give me like a golden glow will be really cute. And as you guys can see, the shades are pretty light. They don't really have anything for women of color, for anyone who has like dark skin tones or anything like that, or even middle tones, because all of these look really, really light. So I wasn't, for me, because I'm really light skin in comparison to other people, like I'm pretty fair, you know. So I decided to try it. When you look at the product, the little booklet, it says Mai Couture on the front, Golden Glow, Flawless to Go, foundation, powder paper, and in the back of the thing, it actually shows you how to glow, so how to apply it. It says tier 1 sheet off from the booklet, and then you use 1 entire sheet. So according to this, you should be able to use 1 sheet for your entire face, and it says you have to press and sweep the sheet all over your face, and then you kind of like buff and smooth out the powder. Alright guys, so when I first swatched it, I thought the powder was like, well, the first impression was like it was extremely, extremely powdery. Even as I was playing around with the booklet, I felt like it was just like, almost like I was carrying cocaine in a little booklet. It was very, very powdery, guys. And very yellowy. It's super yellowy, my guys. It's like literally very yellowy. It doesn't really, it's not really my skin tone. It was very off. So the first time that I applied it on my chin, I had just had lunch, so that kind of, I didn't have foundation in that area. So what I did was I swatched it right there, and then the first impression was like how powdery it was. It looked like I just threw powder on my chin, and I tried to blend it out. And the easiest way for me to blend this one out was with my finger. That was the best way. It didn't seem to like blend in as well. I think it blended in pretty well in that swatch video because they used only in that area, but if I was to put it in my entire face, I probably would have looked extremely, extremely yellow, and not in a like in a glowing golden way, but just like yellow. It was very powdery. One piece of paper is definitely not enough for your entire face. Only just trying to get some around my chin area took about most of the paper, and then when I was swatching it in my arm, it was pretty much gone. And very, very powdery. And again, guys, this is $18. I was impressed that it did have color. I wasn't expecting these to have as much color as it did, at least for the foundation. So that was very like eye-opening, and I was glad that at least I tried it. Again, for those of you just tuning in, guys, welcome. We're reviewing a brand called Mai Couture, and pretty much what they have is your makeup, your entire face in little sheets, and you can try and apply them on. We're reviewing, we just tried on the foundation. I think so far the foundation was way too yellowy. Not really my skin tone. They don't really have a lot of skin tone varieties, so it's kind of like hard for everyone to feel included in this type of foundation paper thing. It doesn't really work for everyone then. I think this is something that I would probably use if I was on the go and I don't have like a big bag and I need to like just touch up. Then this would probably be something that like a quick little touch up. I get it, but not, you're not able to do your entire full face with it. And again, the shades are really, really weird. And it does feel very powdery. I do have to say that once I swatched it in my arm, it felt extremely powdery. Almost like the foundation powder, like translucent powder, but a little bit thicker than that, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was about it. So the next product that I decided to try on was the highlight paper. And the highlighter, I actually was very, very surprised on how noticeable it was. So again, the booklet shows you the front of the booklet says Mai Couture. The shade I did was St. Bart's, the highlighter paper, and then at the end of the booklet you have how to highlight. It tells you to rip out the sheet just like the first one, and then lightly press and sweep the paper on the desired areas of your face and body. So yes, you can put this on your face and you can put this on your body, which was really, really cool. The shade that I went for is St. Bart's, and here it looks kind of like a peachy kind of color. When I looked at it online, it didn't look as peachy to me. I thought it was a little bit more golden, I think. That's why I decided to go for that one. And also I thought this would be very flattering for a lot of skin tones. So I decided to go for this one. And once I swatched it out, guys, let me see. Let me swatch it on myself again so that you guys can see it. Again, very powdery. When you move the little booklet, you see a little like dust coming around you. It's not enough dust that it feels messy, but just enough for you to feel like, okay, I do have actually something around here. So when I swatched it, I don't know if you can see as much on the clip, but you can definitely see it when I put it in my face. My nose was very shiny, and then I decided to put it on the top parts of my cheeks to kind of like highlight that part. So depending on the lighting, I was kind of like highlighted, and it was this is probably one of the best ones out of all of them. The highlighter was the most noticeable one. It doesn't really smell. None of these actually smell like anything. I'm just smelling because that's one of my testings. I always smell everything that I test. Yeah, it doesn't have any smell or anything like that. Again, guys, it looks like a cute little sheet of paper. It's the exact same way you would see when you were doing, if you have an average blotting paper. Same material, same everything, except this has highlighter and it highlights you. So on my nose, you can totally see it. It did give me a good highlight. It was very nice, and I did like this one. So far, the highlighter would be the one that I would definitely carry around with me, because sometimes when I don't feel like doing makeup, all I do is apply highlighter, and then it's small, it's easy to carry. Let me put it next to my phone so you guys can see it. It's much smaller than the iPhone. I have the iPhone 7 Plus, so it's much smaller than that. But in reference, it's very cool, guys. So if you're interested, then definitely, so far the one that I definitely would recommend is the highlighter, just because the highlighter was really cool, and it was the one that had the most product. And even after swatching it on my arm, I still had a lot more product on the actual little paper. So I was excited that it gave me more product than the foundation did, because the foundation was not really doing anything for me. It was just yellowy and very hard to see. Now let's go into the 2-in-1 blotting bronzing paper in the shade Manhattan. Again, this one is $18, guys. And let's talk about it, because this one was, honestly, I thought that this one, I was very careful when I was swatching this, because since it's bronzer, I thought it was going to, you know, shade me really dark or anything like that. Because when you see the booklet, again, same situation with all the booklets. It has a cute little cover, the MW, the M and the M reverse will look like a W, and then it has the sheets in there. And this one is a very cute in general, but the hardest one to see when you were swatching it. I kept swatching this and I couldn't see it on my arm, I couldn't see it on my face. I tried it on my forehead because I wanted, like, kind of like where you would contour. That's where I was going to try and apply it, but as much as I was rubbing it, you could not see it at all. Again, the booklet has the same situation in the back. It tells you exactly where to apply it. It tells you to roll your fingers. So it says tier 1 sheet of the booklet, and then use one sheet for the entire of your face for you to apply the bronzer wherever you wanted to. But it did not have any color at all. So I kind of felt like scammed and disappointed that I didn't really have anything here. So this is probably my least favorite one out of all of these. So guys, if you guys are interested, again, the site is maicouture.com. For those of you just tuning in, guys, welcome. We are reviewing maicouture.com and their makeup sheets. Pretty much is like the same way. You have a blotting paper, they have highlighters, blushes, they have highlighter, blush, foundation, and they're all about $18, guys. And then this site does also have other products, but this is exactly what caught my attention, were these highlighting papers, the blush, and the foundation. And I was like, imagine that you're able to walk around in your little purse with all of this. This is pretty much your entire face. Like, it would be a game changer. Of course, you would still need some tools to like blend it in, to like your fingers would be good as well. But not all of them were as great as I thought they were going to be. So for example, when we swatched the first foundation one, which in the foundation I did the color, which color did I do actually for foundation? Golden Glow. And again, guys, all the books were like the same situation. You have the sheets and all of that, but you don't really have like enough colors. It only comes in 3 different shades, which is Fair Glow, Nude Glow, and Golden Glow. Because they all look really, really light, I decided to go for like what I thought was going to be the darkest one, which was the Golden Glow. And it wasn't dark, it was just honestly very yellow. And that was literally about it. It was extremely yellow, very, very powdery, the most powdery out of all of them. So, not a fan of this one. I would probably carry it only for emergencies just because I already bought it, just because I already have it. I don't think I would rebuy this one. This is probably just to touch up my foundation, but not something that I would use to apply my full face. And it recommends you to use only one sheet, but one sheet is not enough at all. The next product we also talked about earlier was the highlighter. And the highlighter, guys, was so far my favorite because it's really, really noticeable. You can actually tell that you have highlighter. When I swatched it on my arm, you can kind of see it, but it doesn't really show as much as it does on your face, because once I put it on my face, it was actually much, much more noticeable. And the color that I have is Stain Bars. So this is a cute highlighter. It has less paper than the other ones. Again, the bronzer one is a 2-in-1 blotting bronzing paper, so I get that one is the thickest. But this one has the least amount of paper sheets in it, and it is actually my favorite. It costs $18, guys, and I love the way it highlighted my nose, like when I put it on top of my cheeks. Like, this one was the best one ever, and I was completely obsessed with this one. So I really liked that one, and I thought that this one was really exciting. And this is the one that I would actually wear. So yes, guys, for those of you just tuning in, welcome. We're reviewing these foundation, highlighter, blushes, and bronzers from Mai Couture, and they pretty much have, like I said earlier, full face makeup according to them. You can do your foundation, highlighter, and blush. So now we're on to review the blush paper. So the blush paper, the color that I selected was then Pretty Full. And this is the very rosy pink one. And I didn't think that because I thought that this would have like the least amount of color. I don't know why I thought that, but for some reason I had this gut feeling that that was going to be the least amount of color that I was going to have. But when I put it on my cheeks, I literally screamed at Brady and I said, "Oh my god, I look like Pikachu." I was shooketh because I seriously looked like Pikachu. My cheeks were so bright and rosy. And I was like, okay, I actually need to blend this out. So I did use a little brush. I tried to blend it out with my fingers. It wasn't easy enough, so I definitely had to use a brush to blend it out, and that did help. It did bring it down a bit, but it's very noticeable. So you can go very light on it because it is very, very intense and very pigmented. So very good product. I'm actually really surprised. So far, the blush and the highlighters are my favorites, and I would totally buy these two again, just because this is a cute way for you to just like, you know, highlight your face or add some color to your face, and you'd be good to go. So guys, definitely let me know which one is your favorite, which one do you think you would buy. If you would buy any of these, I would definitely want to know because these are really, really freaking cool. The ones that did work, of course. So again, let me show you guys quick little overview of everything. Oh, before I go, I do want to show you guys how it came in the box. So it kind of came like this, and they did send me 2 extra little samples of the blushes. So these right here, they kind of have like, I think like 2 little sheets or 1 little sheet. Let me actually open it. I haven't opened the little samples that they sent us, but let me open it up for you guys because I only picked 1 blush color, and they send you 2 other samples for you to test out the other blushes. I don't know if they constantly send you the different blushes, but they sent me another one because this is my first time ordering for them. And it sends you, well, 2, so that's very generous of them. 2 little blush papers in here and the little sample. So one of the color Montecito and the other one is Sunset Boulevard, which is really, really pretty. Actually, this one's a much lighter pink, and then this one is like a darker pink. Almost like a raspberry pink, I think. The only or the best way I can actually describe it. So far, guys, I think that I would definitely use this. Brittany, would you use this product when you saw it? Brittany is not someone who really wears makeup,
yeah, so whatever. I was gonna say I don't really wear the real stuff.
Which is why I want to know if this is something that you would pick up.
See,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't because I don't feel like it's precise enough. So I'm just gonna have a rectangle.
Like a rectangle.
Like I don't know how to blend it out.
Okay.
So I feel like I would just come to you and be like, make me pretty.
Help me. Yeah.
Did you find that it's precise? Like, were you able to control it?
I think that was one of the hardest things is because you are actually just taking a piece of paper and just rubbing it on your face. So it's kind of like if you would have the color on your fingers. What I did was I would roll it up in my fingers, roll it up like that, and then just kind of go as precise as I could. But again, you just get so much preciseness from doing that. So again, I would have to go with a brush or a blending, something to blend, guys, because it's not just like, oh, you're all said and done and it's not easy to blend. You definitely take a few seconds, longer than you normally would, to blend this out. So again, it was very nice. Oh, so I do need to mention that the blush does come in a lot more shades. So the blush comes in 2, 4, 6, 7 shades. So it's Pretty Full, which is the one that I got. Sunset Boulevard, which they send me. Uptown, Sicily, Montecito, which they send me as well. Studio City, and Venice Beach. So all of them are pretty, like, blushier. They're all about pink, but the Pretty Full is the one which is the most darkest. At least on the side, it looks like the darkest, deepest color. Almost hinting into a brown. But when you see it in person, it looks really, really dark, actually. Sorry, Sicily is the one that looks the most darkest, almost like a bronzer. So I imagine that if I wanted to actually use a bronzer, I would probably just buy Sicily and use that because it looks really, really dark. But again, you can't really tell from like looking it out in your laptop and actually swatching it in real life. So it's pretty much up to you guys. Let me know if you guys would actually wear this. If you guys have any questions, I'll be going through the comment section and making sure that I can answer anything that I have. Abby Farrell said, Emmanuel, you may try this. I did not see him try this, so let me know what he thought. I have never seen him try this. I have seen his videos, but I've never seen him try this product right now. So thank you, Diana, who says I'm very pretty. I appreciate you. I like it. So thank you guys. Yes.
Do a little shout out about our Snapchat update.
Yes.
We still are on Snapchat.
Absolutely, guys. We are still on Snapchat. So if you guys follow us, our Snapchat was at I Heart My Body, but we are folding at I Heart My Body, and we're gonna do all the fun and great content that we did before on Hey Revelist, which is our Snapchat for the site, and we'll be doing everything that we've been doing, all the behind the scenes. Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram because we've been like upping our game on Instagram. You guys are seeing all the like behind the scenes stuff that we do. Brittany's having a lot of fun. Brittany's doing a lot of hilarious stuff on Instagram. So make sure to follow at Hey Revelist Instagram and as well on Snapchat. We are Hey Revelist. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This was really fun for me. I really like the product and I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. Let me know what other products you guys want me to try out. I'll definitely try it out. I'm always up for it. I don't know if you can see that, but I was just moving this and it kind of had like some powder in it, but whatever. There we go, some dust of like the makeup product. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you guys liked it. My favorite was the highlighter and the blush. And I think because of those, I would give it a 3 out of 5 just because the products were so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you guys next time.